Now that we've got your attention, let the games begin! Game cartridges assembling. Greetings. Game loading. Mind your fingers. Keep working, you rust buckets. Uh-oh. Oh no, not again. I don't understand. Every day it's gonna be the same. First game up, mugshots.
My name's Verity. I bust bad guys. You wanna help? Come on in. We got 4 suspects pinned down. 3 of them are guilty. Listen to their stories and spot the mistakes. The ones that lie did the crime. Today, we're interviewing the robber barons. Seems 3 of them knocked over a liquor store yesterday. Remember, only one of these mugs is telling the truth. The other 3 are lying. First up, Lois Carnegie.
I can save you a lot of time, Verity. I'm the innocent one. Yesterday I went to a costume party dressed as a cowgirl. I even wore a 10-gallon hat. You know, the ones that can hold 10 gallons of water?
What do you think? Does a 10-gallon hat really hold that much water? Let's move on to Morgan Pike, a.k.a. Morgan Applesauce.
I haven't run with the other robber barons in years. I've gone legit. Started up a quiet little business buying and selling old coins and bills. I could get you a good deal on an old $2 bill if you're interested.
A $2 bill? Do you buy it? Let's take a listen to Mitch Vanderbilt.
Look, Verity, you've got the wrong guy. I was bird watching yesterday with my nephew. We saw gulls, geese, and guppies.
Gulls, geese, and guppies. Are they all birds? Let's move on to Melon Ball Jones.
It's just like I told the cop that arrested me. I wasn't even anywhere near that toll booth. I can't even drive in this country. I'm from France, and we drive on the other side of the road.
I hope his driving's better than his accent. But which side do they really drive on in France? Well, just like I figured, each criminal all but confessed. Did you spot the mistakes?
I wore a 10-gallon hat. You know, the ones that can hold 10 gallons of water?
Carnegie's all washed up. Just like if she tried to put 10 gallons of water in that hat. A 10-gallon hat couldn't even hold 1 gallon of water.
I went bird watching. We saw gulls, geese, and guppies.
Vanderbilt's story is for the birds. A guppy is a fish, and not one of those flying ones either.
I'm from France, and we drive on the other side of the road.
Melonball knows his left from his right, but not his right from his wrong. In France, they drive on the same side of the road as we do.
I could get you a good deal on an old $2 bill.
The $2 bill's not nearly so phony as a $3 bill. So, I guess you could say I buy Morgan's story. Now that I've put this case to bed, it's high time I did the same.
Work. Game time in 10 seconds. Skip pad.
Hey, cats. It's your friend Sketch here to lay something heavy on you. Just 'cause you got eyes doesn't mean you always see. You got to get the whole picture before you really know what's going down. Don't believe me? Well, I'm gonna show you some pages from my sketch pad, but not every page. See if you can tell what's happening before I show you the missing pages. You dig? Now picture this. An English duke sees his most proper Queen Elizabeth fall right off her throne. The queen is mortified, baby. She wants to discuss the matter with her advisors. So she orders the duke not to tell anyone what happened until he sees her face again. The duke agrees. But the newspapers hear something's up. They want the duke to tell them what went down. So they hound the duke night and day. But the duke, he won't talk. Then these news dudes lay a bunch of the green stuff in front of him, and he agrees to tell what happened. When the queen reads the papers, she flips her royal wig. The duke is brought in, and she reminds him that he wasn't supposed to say anything until he saw her face again. But the duke, he's just chilling. He tells the queen that she can't punish him because he kept his word the whole time. Crazy, man. Are you hip to the scene? Can you tell me what really went down before I lay the missing pages of my sketch pad on you? Remember, you can look, but you don't always see. Check it out. Now, you might think that he saw the queen's face at a wax museum, but that ain't it. Or maybe you're thinking the duke dreamt of the queen's face and spilled the beans in his sleep, but that ain't it either. So you gotta ask yourself, how could he see her face when she couldn't see him? You got it in focus? He saw her picture on all that money. He kept his promise not to say anything until he saw her face again. It just happened a little sooner than the queen was figuring. Wow, child. So like I've been telling you, when you really use your eyes, you're gonna draw the right conclusion.
Watch your backs. Coming through, coming through. Beast. Radio Scramble.
Hey, you happening squirrels and squirrelettes. This is your most insane radio scrambling DJ, Jumpin' Johnny Jumble, or as we say here, Jumpin' Johnny Plumjet. That's because here at Scramblin' Radio, we mix them and you fix them. In other words, my name is really Jumpin' Johnny Jumble, and I'll be churning out the hits, scrambling the words, and it's up to you guys to figure out what the heck am I trying to say. So we'll be taking this pig out of the pan and into the mud with today's #1 hit. It's the Whatchamacallits with Get Frost.
My cheeks don't seem to fit no more. They're squeezed into a rut. If I don't do something fast, there'll be no room for my butt. I got the Get Frost, cutting off my blood supply. My Get Frost stretches so darn tight, I think I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, baby. With a stranglehold on the #1 spot, that was the Whatchamacallits with Tight Shorts. I can dig it. You know, sometimes even Jumpin' Johnny puts on a few extra pounds, and when I do, I always head down to Harry's Hip Scan.
For losing weight, you can't beat it. It tastes so bad that you won't want to eat it. Nothing stinks like like Harry's Hip Scan can.
Harry's Hip Scan has the country's largest selection of Hip Scan. Whether you like yours cooked or raw, Hip Scan is a nice change from better tasting sweets and meats. So for the food that your parents make you eat so you could be like Popeye, head down to Harry's. Spinach! Did you get that one, baby? And now, fellow soulmates and soulmettes, before we go, we got one more sweet sound from the Dolts with number 82 on the charts, Tretinin.
I got no friends, but I don't care. I just surf the web in my underwear, connecting in with a stupid grin to the tretinin. I love the tretinin, pounding the keys, the tretinin till my fingers bleed. It's frightening how much I love the tretinin.
Holy gigabytes, did you get it? That was the Dolts with Internet. Oh, baby. And before this crazy connection crashes, we better exit this website and say goodbye from Jumpin' Johnny Bumgel. That's Jumble. Dig it.
Watch your backs. Coming through, coming through. Up, 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 up. Right, left. Okay, right there. Pull it. Stand by for Lens McCracken.
So, we meet again. For the first time. My name's McCracken. Lens McCracken. Ace photo snoop. I photograph crime scenes. I'm good at what I do. Except for the many mistakes. Take a seat, sweetheart. I need your peepers to help me figure out these photos. Then relax as I use my old noggin to solve the crime. This case is deadly serious. That's why I call it the case of the dead houseplant case. Look at these 3 photos. All right, here's the first photo. Zoomed in way too close. Time to really turn on the juice. Come on, did you guys just fall out of a tree? You guys gotta know what this is. No? You ain't just stringing me along, are you? Shoot. This type of clue gets me all misty. Sorry, don't need my reputation getting all wet. Maybe we should take a look at all of these photos together. Well, to tell you the truth, I don't have the slightest idea what it all means. But that's why I count on my devoted darkroom computer, the Solutionator. Here's my first fresh squeezed glue. An orange. Yes, of course. The name gives it away. Next. The Solutionator sure is making some beautiful music. Did you figure it out? It's a... Oh, right. A guitar. I knew that. The next one is... a water pistol. Watch out. It could be loaded. You know you can never be too careful. Well, it all makes sense now. It seems that the garage band Lonesome Piddle were rehearsing a guitar solo when they noticed that an orange tree outside was bearing fruit. Oranges. They liked it so much they dug it up and tried to make it a houseplant. When they started rehearsing again, they forgot about the plant and it started to wilt. When they went to save it, they noticed it needed water. All they had was a water pistol. They squirted the tree, but tragically, it was too late. It died. Well, another McCracken mystery bites the dust. Rather simple if you think about it. So, once again, another case solved with a crafty eye and brilliant analysis of Lens McCracken photos.
Watch your backs. Coming through, coming through.
kids. How's it going? Your old pal Eddie Bull here at the exciting Walla Walla Washington Zoo. This week we're going to...
Eddie Bull, he's edible. He really is incredible. He's simply the best of the bunch. There's simply no disguising that he's so appetizing that we want him for our lunch.
Do I look like I'm the breakfast of champions? Guess I must, because some animal just gobbled me up. Can you help me figure out which animal just munched on me? Okay, everybody, here's your first clue. It barks and the babies are called pups, but it's not a dog. Unlike many of their cousins, they have ears. Some males have harems of females, but that doesn't make them a sheik. Okay, here's the last clue. You might have seen these animals clapping with their front flippers, but that's just a circus trick. Their flippers are really meant for swimming or moving around on land. Whee! That's because they're northern fur seals. Northern fur seals. Which means their babies are called pups, and they bark at each other. Unlike other kinds of seals, they have tiny ears. The strongest males rule over as many as 40 females in groups known as harems, and they use their front flippers for swimming, not clapping. Uh-oh, looks like I'm on my way home.
Eddie Bull, he's edible. He really is incredible. And we want him for our lunch.
Game time in 10 seconds. Cascade on the way. Dirty pictures.
We're going to be mixing up some word shakes. Can you guess what I'm making? It's a little tricky because I have a strong French accent. So listen carefully. Okay, let's get going. what you get when you put together the letter M and the letter T. The letter M and the letter T. You think about it, it's not so hard. M and the letter T. When you are not full, you are empty! Empty! Oh, I amuse myself. Okay, let's do another one. Now this is a toughie. What you get when you put together the spring with your favorite color. Listen close, the spring and your favorite color. Let's mix them together and see what we get. Look carefully. Spring and color is something you use to keep the grass growing. What is it? Is a sprinkler! 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 I love that one! But wait, I have another one for you. Listen to this. What you get when you take the word spin and itch. Spin and itch. Let's put it in the pot and smash it together. Is something green and it makes Popeye so strong? Is spinach! 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 Ah, that's so yummy, this spinach! Let's eat now! No, we cannot eat because it's time for the super duper finale! La pièce de résistance! Okay, so what you get when you put together a kind of hotel, you know, like an inn and the deep end of the pool and a bunch of tiny ants. Let's put them in the pot and see what happens. Okay, I say again, an inn where you stay, the deep end of the pool, and a bunch of tiny ants. Have you got it yet? Is what you Americans fought for. You celebrate it on the 4th of July. Is independence! 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 That's great! I finished! I love this so much I can't speak! Merci beaucoup! Au revoir! Oh.
Watch your backs! Coming through, coming through! Greetings. Game time in 10 seconds. Think! Tank!
Ahoy, Milan Jam and friends! This here's Captain Bob with a different kind of cool running. I can't get back to my beautiful home in Jamaica cause I'm stuck in this tank. No worries, man. I got me Rasta sub and me dreads swinging to the music. Look at this.
Can you help Captain Bob? He's jamming in his soul.
Okay, here's the deal. Now I'm gonna show you 3 things. And you got to tell me what they all got in common. But you got to do it before the water runs out of my tank. Let's go, gang. We got to get jamming.
Use your eyes, use your brain before his clues go down the drain.
Like I said, we got 3 things. We got some corn, we got a balloon, and a cute little weasel. What do they all have in common? Quick, the level is dropping. Corn, a balloon, and a weasel. We're almost at the bottom, man. Do you see it now? They're all things you pop. What a snap crackling clue. You can pop corn, you can pop a balloon, and as everybody knows, pop goes the weasel. Now this is fun. Next clue.
Before old Bob hits the bottom, find what these 3 got in common.
What's this now? We got a paper airplane, a basket of clean laundry, and somebody's arms. Can you figure out what ties them all together? Think hard. The water's already running away. A paper airplane, a basket of clean laundry, and somebody's arms. Hurry! That drain be clogging. Time's up, man. They're all things you fold. Ain't that cool? You fold the paper airplane, you fold up the laundry, and you can fold your arms. Look real relaxed, man. Well, that's it for today. Join me in me take next time for another round.
We have gotten Bob. Now he's jamming in his song.
It's time for Crashbox Rewind, where we flash back through the show and remind you how smart you really are.
It barks and the babies are called pups, but it's not a dog. They're northern fur seals.
I went bird watching. We saw gulls, geese, and guppies.
Vanderbilt's story is for the birds. A guppy is a fish, and not one of those flying ones either.
Well, that's it for now. See you next time.